Hey y'all, how you doing? I'm back. I noticed that last time when I was doing the broadcast in the kitchen that it didn't go so well on the audio. So I'm hoping that you all can actually hear me on today and that you'll probably join along. Let me see if I can give you some broadcast information. So okay, I am still trying to give y'all some information so that if you would like to join me, you're more than welcome to be able to do so. Let me see what the screen post is. Oh my goodness. Um, Let me see. I want to invite y'all to come on. So this is what you can do if you would like to join me on today. This is how you're able to join the conversation. I'm gonna lie. What in the world? Look, so I got one of my daughters here with me. My little, my little mini me, my little mini me. And so today I was teaching her how to drive. So
She had the audacity to start
yeah,
panicking.
I panicked, I cried. I said, "Now, Lord, why me?" I had to go and pull up. If you have my personal Facebook account, one of my favorite videos is the last holiday. Come on with me now. I know I love this part too. I normally come out here walking, and
I like that little leg
but
that
look,
went
I
into
was
the
trying to
river.
tell these people about what did I say? Oh, I,
About you panicking and crying over some nonsense. It was just me
child,
driving, and it wasn't even that
this
bad.
the second child that I done taught how to drive. And I'm
Smooth
like,
stop.
I didn't put this in my job description as a mom that I thought that I'd be doing this.
Smooth
I
stop.
I thought for sure.
Good
Don't pay
turn.
her no attention.
Smooth stop.
I hope
And
y'all
my
can
parking
go.
is better than yours.
Oh yeah, that is true now. Now it is a shame that her parking is really better than
Like, I
mine.
mean,
Those
I'm
who
not
know, they
crooked or
know.
nothing.
I be
Yo,
crooked,
all
diagonal,
in and out.
in and out the lines. I don't color in the lines as they say. I'm one of those
No,
people you
no.
can't box me in. No situation, I will get myself out. But nevertheless, I posted the last holiday because
She
what
out
is
here
it?
start
Is it the
crying.
last holiday?
The
Okay, let me
one
talk
with
about last holiday. The part that say why why me Lord? That that's the part. Yeah, this right here is really nice and serene. Hopefully, see, y'all see that? I'm gonna let y'all come along with me because you know what else? I think you can help motivate me to continue to walk. And then you can see some of the but look, I'm telling you the truth. Sometimes when you're walking, you need to have a little bit of company. But sometimes I walk and I when I'm walking around Jericho, really, I try not to have nobody around me. But she ain't gonna let me work out my soul salvation right about now. So
Oh wow.
you right. I know, right? So now y'all get to hear some of the foolishness that we actually go through. We have a real good relationship. You see this? You see that? She fighting herself, y'all. Who do Hajo?
I had a spider web in my face.
Yeah, but we have very good conversations. And I told her, I said, what, y'all need to see some of this because we have the spice of life, honey. That's why I got this red hair.
That's because we have a lot of audacity.
I have a lot of
She
audacity.
decided to start to be like, why me? Like you talking about
Why
I
me?
followed the Ten Commandments.
I try to the best of my ability.
That was to the best of your ability.
Yes, I do. I follow the commandments to the best of my
You
ability.
you out here talking about the best of your ability. You got 70% wrong. I ain't gonna.
You see, wait a minute, we on live now. This on YouTube and
They don't
Facebook.
know what 7.
I know, but then you know
they
what we
probably right
get.
too.
You see why I don't like her sometimes? I'll tell you. Then she had the audacity to try to scare me.
I did scare you.
You
I didn't
did.
try. I was doing it.
Well, look, let me feel a little bit grateful that I didn't get all the way scared. You know.
Cause if it wasn't for that camera, she'd be cussing y'all. I'm telling y'all right now, she'd be cussing her. She
No, it
cussing up
ain't.
the phone. She
No,
like,
it ain't. No, it ain't. They don't know nothing about that. Be quiet. Let me get the people the
exactly,
niceness.
exactly.
You right though. I would have told you all. Yes, it is.
It's that
Read you,
camera.
write you, and erase you. But that's you okay.
That camera
But you
saved
used
me
to
pretty
it.
much.
It did. It saved me too. But look at this, y'all. You see that? That is beautiful.
Look at this. Did I tell you that I drove here?
Yes, she
She was out here
did. Scared.
crying.
Scared.com. I ain't gonna
Like,
lie.
yeah. I was like,
You said
I
I
know
like
what
a challenge.
I
And
know
I
what I'm
and I like
doing.
the good fight. But I ain't had no fight of faith today. You
Oh
see,
my
I'm up
god.
here walking. Look, I got on army. Look at that. Ready to fight. You see that? Look at my shoes. Look at that. And then it says
Of
my
course, she had to have the fit
yes,
matching.
honey.
Of course, she
It's,
had to have the
it said
fit
my
matching.
roots are strong. Move on over. Hey, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. And see this right here says stay positive. Oh
And
Lord
protect
have
your
mercy.
people.
And protect your peace. Lord have mercy. Let me get you on out of here.
Protect
Wait,
my people.
but seriously, y'all. She actually drove pretty good today. You know,
Thank
it was the
you.
first time that she has ever driven with me. But let me tell you about the first time I got her in the car this morning. She's supposed to be going to school, right? And I said,
Y'all,
get in
she
the
tried to
car.
play me this
No, I
morning.
didn't.
She
I
tried to play
played
me
her
this
this
morning.
morning. I ain't tried, I did it. And
She
so I backed the car out of the carport. And I said, now you drive. We got to the edge, you know, where you're supposed to protect now. If you're listening, as we telling the story, I'm just kind of teaching you something. So we get to the edge where you're supposed to protect where you at, right? She get that, mama, please, mama, please. And was
you had this
scared.
look in your eye, but you knew you was going to do it.
Well, I was threatening you. I told
You know
you.
what, y'all? I
I
immediately
said,
knew she was setting me up because as soon as she told me to go cut in the car, she said, "Don't leave the car." Now, where else am I going in the car and I'm in the driver's seat? She was setting me up.
no, set her up so she could drive.
I did drive though.
Yeah, she didn't know that she was gonna drive today. I'm trying to get this. You know, I'm gonna say something already, but thank goodness I'm on camera.
I tell y'all, she would be telling me off right now.
I was gonna use the word heifer because you know Southside something. That's what we grew up with, saying the word heifer. But because I'm educated and I'm a parent, that ain't always good to say that. But I did say it anyway.
You
So
see how
heifer.
she about to say that on camera? That don't mean she was gonna say it though. You know, she might have to do that in the car.
But I just said it. I just said it. So nevertheless, this heifer was trying to play me. Tell my mama, please. So I said, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna drop her off at school. And she don't know I'm gonna show up early and be in that parking lot. So I showed up early. She should have known it was a setup because first of all, I don't even park right there. Then second of all, I don't even park like that. So I had to turn where I could see her. Really? We don't lie. You see this? Are you gonna really tell the people? Don't tell them that. I've been driving since 7:15. And I'm trying to get her. You know you would, right? But when you don't think about it, you don't really. I care as much as it's to obey the law. So I do what any law-abiding citizen is supposed to do. That's what I do. Now, what she chooses to do is follow the laws of the land because you know how to get her. Walk right through her.
Let's say something about how you set me up unfairly.
It was a setup unfairly because you already knew from having your permit a long time that a change was gonna come. You just didn't know when your change was coming.
Told you.
They're not coming when you want them, but always on time.
But you didn't believe me when I said I could drive. I actually do know how to drive. It's a choice not to.
No heifer. No.
I can drive.
No. You're gonna have to drive because you're getting in the way of me doing some things. You remember early this morning I was trying to tell you all that I was gonna go out of town so I could go to work. But because of the fact I had to go pick up this young lady, my daughter that is, I can't go. And so my opportunity escaped, but that's okay. Cause God is still a way maker. And wherever I'm supposed to be, I always. I ain't made her pay. I made her do the thing that she needs to do. Because as a parent, you have to take care of yourself. My job is to train you to give you professional development and training so that if something should happen, you'll be able to fend for yourself. That's my job. And driving and having self sufficiency is one of those areas of concern and opportunity.
I think I see what I
Hold on, wait a minute. Huh. Y'all look.
You got a breath?
Yeah, you know when
You got a brand? I can't wait.
I'm a woman with curves. I'm curvaceous. So
Man, we both big.
didn't I dress it up a little bit? I said I'm curvaceous. So I got to kind of slow down on the curve, especially when I got to work it out later. So I gotta, yeah, you know the little hula hoop. Don't be like that. I'm on camera. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. So I bought the weighted hula hoop about a month ago, right? And I tried. Come on, come on. Let's talk to the people. Come on, we gotta give them what they want. You see that? That is beautiful. You see
I
that?
am beautiful. Do y'all see
I see the background. You look like me. So when I call you beautiful, I call me too. Okay. But nevertheless, y'all, you see how we cut up, and I'm hoping that y'all can hear me and everything. But nevertheless,
She want a hula hoop.
I bought the weighted hula hoop. I tried to do that little sucker. Oh, I gave up, y'all. I put that thing back in the box like twice. I was like, you stay there in Jesus' name. You can't come out right now, cause I got to get myself on a situation where you shut up. Let me go with it. Let me go. Ah, ah, the situation where I feel inclined to want to work it out. So today I think I'm gonna work it out. Really? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't give the people that. Don't do that.
Yeah. Tell me how that hula hoop felt.
See, that's why you almost fall. See, 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 trying to be grown and get yourself in the wrong conversation. You see, I done changed it. She ain't going with me, y'all. She trying to put me in a Mary Clay when I trying to let there be light.
I was just asking you how
How
it
you
felt.
doing? We on camera. So this is some of the foolishness we do when we talking. Which way we gonna go? We gonna go to the left or the right?
Well, we don't know. We can go.
Okay. So that question I just asked in the book of Proverbs, book of Psalms, they say don't go to the left nor to the right, but the straight way. So we're gonna go the straight way.
Oh, the straight way. Just point at the
The
so you
straight
said
way.
that you was tired.
Yeah, but I got to cast my burdens and walk around.
No, not hula hoop.
Yeah, it is. Got a hula hoop. Now my other daughter, the one in Colombia, she understand the hula hoop. Man, girl, just go with it. Just do what I say. Just go with it. But pretty soon I will show y'all the way to hula hoop. I think it's pink. I looked at that thing and put it back in the box. I said, Lord, this ain't for me. And it looks so nice on TikTok. I couldn't wait to go buy that thing. Thankfully, I bought it for on a discount. I think it was like $29.99 or something like that.
What?
Okay. As I was saying, we're trying to go the straight way now. As I was saying, I went and got that weight hula hoop, and I had to say, Lord, this ain't for me. But I'm gonna try to go pick it up and put it down today. And let it be for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
God
this.
didn't say he wants you. He's so right.
No, if me. If me, if me. Now, today is Manifest Mondays. So even as we're talking about what's for you and what ain't for you, and all the little banter we doing, we still dealing with the course of walking around Jericho.
And before me and her started getting on camera together, I was talking to the ducks and to nature and all that. So I got the bright idea to surprise her. As y'all really
And I don't like surprises at all. I might surprise you and don't be there. I would tell people, you better let me know. Because, you might look for me. And I'll be going someplace else. But nevertheless.
She ain't Ghostbusters, y'all.
I'll find something else to do.
She would. No, I'm so for real. She would on purposely know that you got an event going on. And if she don't like you, if she don't like people going there, she'll find something else to do. That's real talk. She's done it for years. So if you're one of my family members, you want to watch it in there.
We on camera. Are you gonna tell it like that?
You want me to lie?
No, I just don't want you to talk about it. Omit that. But no, I'm gonna let her say her piece, y'all, because it won't be an authentic Aunt Mary niece
And who's
if
the
not.
honcho segment if I'm not
Yeah,
talking?
and she love to talk. She get it from somebody. You know, they used
You
to
know,
say
she loves when
she
we turn it
get
around and
it
bring it
from
back on her.
mama.
You see,
She get it from her mama. I do. I love to talk. I love people. I
look,
really do.
that's true. She's a walking oxymoron. You see, I just told you, she loves people.
I
But
do.
child, she don't want weird.
What? What you mean? I like certain things. And my thing is this: I'm 42 years old, and I don't see the sense in making myself uncomfortable for the pleasure of somebody else. Because I remember when I was growing up, y'all, my late
They'll go
mother,
up and down the stairs.
I thought about it, but then I said, you know what? Them stairs right there ain't for me either. I'll let you do it. Because I live vicariously through you. Go ahead.
You will
It's the same
always.
thing as me doing it. I look at you. Look, let me impart my spirit into you to give you the ability to go.
So who's gonna drive back home if you're tired? You gonna drive?
You. Even if I ain't tired, you gonna drive back home. Yeah, you got to learn. So I can go do what I need to do. I don't like when people get in the way of what I'm trying to do. I did.
To go to school? It's in her
I
right.
need you to go to school. You have to be educated, but just not at the expense of making me uncomfortable. Y'all heard what I said? That's why you're homeschooled because it fits into my lifestyle and my schedule.
Mom, you only gotta put me down for like two minutes.
I know, but I got to get up, get ready, take you, make sure that you're prepared, and do some other stuff like figure out what I'm going to do while you're in class. Then come back and get you. That's a lot for me.
Now sometimes I used to walk home.
But no, I want you to walk home. I want you to know your mother cares about you. It's just the principle of the matter. I care, and because of the fact that you know that a lot of times I'm doing other things, at least you have this as a great memory that she stopped what she doing and made sure that I was cared for and protected. Cause see, if I take you to school and I drop you off, I know where you at. But and if you drive my car, I know you ain't crazy enough to do what I tell you not to do, even if you want to test the waters. Cause I'll baptize you over here in Jesus' name in the cooling of the water and read out Jeremiah 29:11. Before you were formed in my womb, the Lord knew this day was coming. So you ain't want to do none of that? I'm sure that. I don't know if y'all can see Hoodoo Hacho. Can you see her? See, she's smiling because she used to me. But she knows one good thing about it. I mean, what I say.
Identify
And I,
all of these steps. See, we don't have even like to look at the grass. But
yeah, but we do. You see the wild lettuce? Y'all see that? That's wild lettuce. And
mm-hmm.
that's actually lettuce that actually will heal you, cure you. Like if you have any burns or any scarring, or you want to get high, but you ain't hit it from me. That's something that most Indians know about. And it's kind of typical, especially if you're in South Carolina and in Sumter, you would see this growing in your yard and you probably think it's just a weed. But if you don't know how to use it,
It would
see
be just a weed
right
plant.
there, it would just be a weed because it's not necessarily something that looks good. And get this, you can actually eat that. That's called wild lettuce, y'all.
And there's some
So
dandelion. I
and
use
that
them.
and dandelions are actually good too for cold remedies and things like that. And see, one of the good things too about being a certified herbalist, like whenever I'm at the park or just at different places, I actually teach the kids sometime if they're with me, edible plants and stuff. Cause that right there, that's a tea you can use too for medicinal purposes. And we got that in the yard.
I wish
So,
they had amaranth around here. You know how much you on my list they have amaranth.
Emily,
Amaranth.
okay, explain it to the people so they'll know what you're talking about.
Amaranth is basically nature's Rice Krispie, and it's like if you fry it up, it's like Rice Krispies. But it's like nature's quinoa. It's one of the oldest.
Quinoa?
It's
Okay,
one of the
explain
oldest.
to the people.
Like it goes with chia seeds and quinoa. Those are the world's oldest, plants
Now,
that have been
quinoa that you're
able.
talking about it starts with a Q, and you can actually get that from Walmart
Yeah,
too,
you get that from Walmart.
or any type of grocery stores in the rice and flour aisle or the bakery aisle. You would
You can
say.
find amaranth. You find Amaranth in Aldi's. Aldi's is ooh. If you want to find some good, real cheap stuff,
Affordable. We're not gonna say the word cheap. We're gonna say
cheap,
affordable.
affordable, healthy, really healthy stuff, you need to go to Aldi's. That's where the good stuff is at. Chia seeds, you can buy them in bulk. Amaranth, but like amaranth, I was talking about the amaranth, one of the world's oldest grains. It's sustainable. It lasts centuries. Um, rarely spoils. And it's like when you fry it up, people used to fry it up, put it with honey, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like its old ancient treat. I think it's Greek. I can't remember the name of it.
Well, we can look it up. You know, that'd be a great project for you to do. Give me a 100-word essay, and then tell your sister too. I want one from them. Or you can use that in your speech class later on today. It's due tomorrow, but you can do this for today. That'll give you some good talking points.
Amaranth is just amaranth, quinoa,
I
chia
just like the
seeds.
name. Amaranth.
Yeah,
It
amaranth.
almost like amethyst, like the gel.
It's real good, and they try to wipe it out. You can't wipe out amaranth, the quinoa, chia seeds. That's where I always keep chia seeds in the house. Always, I got some chia.
You always, or
Always.
do I go and make
No,
sure?
I bought the thing with chia seeds is that you only need a tablespoon to get like this much out of it.
Chia.
Yeah, those type of things. Chia
And I
seeds
like the crunchiness of it.
incredibly sustainable, and all you need is a little bit of water. High in fiber, great for digestion. I mean,
See there? Look at what them learning. Look. Go ahead and talk to the
chia
people.
seeds are just great in general. If you don't have quinoa, you don't have amaranth, chia seeds, you can turn that. I've made chia seed and oatmeal pudding more times than I can count. It
Yeah,
is
look at them
delicious.
ducks. They're so beautiful.
And a turtle. You see them turtle?
Mm-mm.
The small little baby turtle right there?
No, but I'm a turtle too.
See, look, there's one down there. One turtle right there. One turtle right there.
Mm.
And yeah, chia seeds. I've made chia pudding so many times. It's just 2 tablespoons chia seeds, 1 cup of milk. I like my chia seed pudding a little bit runny. If you don't like yours runny, you don't have to do like you don't have to have that much milk. I like my stuff runny. Or I like to put it. Oh yeah, it takes about 5 minutes. Put it in your favorite juice. Juice little tablespoon. Shake it up. Bam. Chia seed juice. Chia seed water. I think out of all of the sustainable grains, chia seeds and seeds. Chia seeds is my favorite one. Not
Mm.
only can you use those chia seeds, you can also plant and you can make more chia seeds. And chia seeds are extremely easy to grow. All in all, it's just an amazing thing. I'm so happy that I get a chance to have them. It's like if you like gelatin with seeds in it, you'll love chia seeds. You'll love it. I mean, it's amazing. It really is. Although I will say that if you put it in lemon juice, it will stick to the top of your mouth a lot. So you probably want to watch out for that.
For the sourness and the acid.
It'll break down like the little jelly part that forms around it. Basil seeds are great. Sweet basil seeds are great.
I like basil on my steak. They are
Oh my God,
amazing.
it's
I
so
love
much.
it. Yes.
I hate rosemary on my steak. Rosemary,
I said basil. I didn't say nothing about no
I just
rosemary.
want to be on a rosemary hate train.
Don't be like that because rosemary is a good herb to bring in money.
That's true.
Yeah,
But
we need to get some
flavor
more herbs.
wise, it's disgusting.
Yeah, I like it on chicken, rosemary, and some lemon pepper chicken.
Ever
Oh
since
my
I was
gosh, it
younger,
is so
the
good.
smell of it. I use rosemary. My granddaddy gave us the rosemary. I still got it. I burn it. So you
Yeah, but
got.
I need that rosemary because I need to make something with it.
I only got like a little strong little sprig of it.
A little sprig of it.
Like very small, very minimal. Like use it.
Mm.
But if you can't find chia seeds, sweet basil seeds are a great replacement. Although I'm telling you, chia seeds are the way to go. Because with the sweet basil seeds, you don't get a whole bunch of it. But if you get you 1 bag of chia seeds, it'll last you a year and a half. I'm telling you this because I know from experience. I eat chia seeds almost every day. This I'm telling you, a year and a half. You ain't gotta buy it again. You buy it one time, you ain't gotta buy it again.
Yeah, it's very sustainable. And you notice that we're using that word nowadays. You need to know that word. What is sustainable, especially because of what's going on now with the food deserts and the food shortages and stuff. You need to know what is sustainable so that you can be building your pantry. And if you need to know more information, look at some preppers. I'm on some prepper networks as well. I believe in stocking up because that's the way I was raised. Um, so that if one thing don't work or you don't have something, you'll have something else to replace it. Like if I ever run out of rice, which I don't think I will, That's also something good to have into your pantry because it promotes wealth and money too. If you know
Yeah.
how to use it. And grits because it's made out of corn. That's another substance. But oh, let me tell you about the corn that's hanging on the tree. So I kept on walking by the corn. I said, you know what? It seems like this thing a little different. And then I see a little bit of missing here, a little bit missing there. But you know, no squirrels or birds and stuff. Then I picked one of them corn on the cobs and then I ate it. But that's a good thing because you know, as you take away something, you're supposed to give something back. And as you feeding nature or feeding something within nature, because you don't always have to feed people, but when you feed animals and you do right by them, then that's also reaping in a harvest, so that you'll know that you'll always eat. That makes sense. So, like I was telling someone on yesterday, as well as I want to say today, is that I don't have a fear. I've never had a fear of not being able to eat because I fed so many people, and things and animals and stuff that even if it's a little bit or something, it'll return back to me because I'm reaping and sowing. That's how you reap and sow in a harvest. The thing that you need, you actually give. You know, if you need money, you give money. Like one of the things I taught the kids when they needed more clothes, you
Give
got to
them
make,
away. Better
start
make
giving
room.
away clothes and make room for clothes so that way you'll always have. You know, even if you don't know a person, but if they're able to receive from you, go ahead and give it to them and let that be a blessing. And that's how you manifest stuff. So we still on the manifest Mondays. We're supposed to be walking around. She said she wanted to walk up here. I don't know if y'all see that.
Able to.
I
Did
ain't
you
say I
not?
wasn't able. I said I'm not willing. That's what I said. Able and willing are two different things. So, but you're gonna do it for me, so I ain't gotta worry about it. I told you I want to live through you. I gave you my anointing, like Elijah and Elisha. You see the mantle? Go ahead. I ain't gonna do it, but I ain't gonna stop you. I might go sit on the step. Now that's one thing I love to come out and do. Sometime before church, I would just come on out here because sometimes I would get there a little bit early and I ain't really want to talk. You know, that's one thing I can say. I love people, but when it's time for my worship, I don't want to be having no conversation before and after with nobody because I want to be able to meditate on the word and whatever the Lord gave me that day before I walk in the building. And typically, it coincides with whatever the pastor's speaking about, even if I'm visiting or what have you. But I need to make sure that I'm meditating on it. So typically, if I'm in there with the session of yesterday, I'd be the first person to leave out the church because I don't want to, you know, I just don't want to really partake in no conversation. You can get me money through Saturday really and talk to me, but when Sunday come and I'm about to go to church, I want that time for me. I want to be able to just bask into the spirit. Even like I was cooking yesterday, y'all, and there was a song that came up, and I think that song was "Fear" by James Fortune. Oh my goodness! I just played that remix. I had me a good time. I was making brunch. And at the same time, I already had my dinner on. We had us some neck bones, some rice, and in my neck bones, I had cut up some celery and some onions. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It tasted like a grandma made it, but you know what? I am a grandma, so I didn't make it. So, and then we had German bologna, two types of sausages, bacon, and pancakes. And typically, I really don't eat too much pork because I just don't. I want my body to be healthy and smell good, you know. And for young ladies, one of the things I would tell you is just like with pork and fish. Sometimes you have to sustain from that because sometimes it can see poison your skin. A lot of people don't know that. Like when I stopped eating meat last year and only had like fruits and vegetables to eat, and other staples with the grains and stuff, I actually could tell the difference when somebody came around me and they ate pork. It was just a smell that was like, oh my gosh. I know this stuff ain't gonna make me walk all the way up there. Hey, where you at? So she don't know. I always have a way out of the situation now. That's why they got the book of Exodus. And I love that book because if you get backed up in a corner, you just figure out how to get on out of that thing. I don't do corner 12 also. But nevertheless, speaking of that, I remember. This story time. I probably should talk about it, but I am anyway. I remember I was on this job, right? And I was working as a contractor. And they did not want me to show myself because I'm a black woman. And they wanted white men to get credit for all the work I did. So they told me to stay in, in the office. And the man didn't show up to work. And when he didn't show up to work, then they gonna call me. And they thought I was getting ready to come to the table. I did for them. And I just gave them their stuff. Because I had already finished doing what I had to do anyway. I already got the work done. I gave them their stuff and I was out and let them continue that. When you start telling me that I can't take credit for the work that I did, I'll show you better than I can tell you. You know, there's always a nice way to tell somebody to kiss your without saying it. Just do what they ask you to do and do it to the best of your ability. Oh, I never knew they had cameras right there, but I wasn't looking for it either. There go one. Hey, I only see one, but nevertheless, I'm gonna sit on down. Oh my goodness, this is such a great place. I love coming here. You know, um, and I think we're at Patriot Park in something South Carolina, across from Willie Sue's. And this is just so remarkable. I love this area. Then they have like the little kiddie park nowadays. So I might even bring one of my youngest children out so she can just knock herself out, have so much fun, and then retire a little bit later once she get her schoolwork done. But I'm really shocked. This girl parked the car really good. I was a little bit afraid today. Let's just say I was very afraid. Scared.com. And she did a good job. So I'm proud. I just didn't think that I would be the one teaching the kids how to drive because I didn't want that. But I've had to do a lot of things. And as a woman, um, some things we do that we didn't think that we would have the ability to be able to. But God gives us strength and blesses us. Um, let me let y'all see from this point of view. Y'all see that? And you all know I usually like to get parks to have and stuff. Now there's a nice little park in Lake City. Oh my goodness, it's so wonderful. And I really love that park. But right now I'm in my hometown. And this has gotten to a very beautiful place. I remember when it was up and coming, or as people like to say, I remember when. And now when I look at it, I have such appreciation for city council and county council and all the things that elected officials have done, as well as the organizations and stuff that put into the beautification of making something great. So thank you. Thank you all, because I get to appreciate a lot of the things that you all have done. And I enjoy that. So you see, I still got to you. I just didn't have to climb up not that way anyway. I came up on the rough side of the mountain. So that's why I know how to get myself out of stuff. But look, you wanna share some last words, I guess, with the people? Because we've been on for about 33 minutes. That's pretty good. Well, they got to see you, honey. Come on. You see, I don't went from hell to honey. My closing remarks are they got to see you too. Hey, y'all see me? My closing words would be keep it G, be gangster. Sometimes you gotta, yeah, sometimes you gotta put a fork on your hair, and that's cool too. So yeah, in the face of trouble or in the face of panic, prevail like I do. Because I was panicking when she made me drive. But as you see, my driving is well complimented, and she saw firsthand why I say everybody compliments my drive. But no, I talked to her in the face of. I told the people how wonderful you had been, but I was scared.com. It was. I mean, that was now. See, now she sees why I see what I say.
I don't drive because it's a choice, not because I'm not good at it. But
That's what she thinks. She thinks she's excellent in every single thing.
that's not true.
She's going to be excellent in a lot of ways. And in even in the smallest things, you do things in the spirit of excellence. Even if you weren't sweet, do it in the spirit of excellence.
I slept. That's what yesterday.
Again,
Yes.
why? I ain't let you do it.
I told you about.
And we still on camera. So what she's talking about is not really sweet, but sweet. And she's trying to sweet somebody away from me. Wait a minute. Wait.
This is something that's coming. I promise y'all.
Okay, wait. Are you gonna get on camera?
Okay.
I thought we were supposed to be in there.
This is the last thing. This is happening.
No, she just like the preacher say that I ain't gonna be before you long.
This was in a dream last night, and my ancestors. I always understand because they always have it's like this calm set of voice that kind of just washes over me. That's how I know they speak to me. And they told me, Larissa, your greatest strength and your greatest weakness is to always feel like you have to constantly prove yourself and to always be right. And I thought about that as I was walking down into the wow, excuse me.
I disagree with you.
I was walking down,
I ain't get
talking
ready.
to the ducks and terms and stuff, and I was like, you know what? So I had to so I did some shadow work today. That's what they call it, shadow work. And
That's actually in June. June.
And I had to reevaluate myself, think about that. And you know what? They're absolutely right. They're absolutely right. My need to always be right has been my best. And also, they also told me that it's a manifesting technique that has gotten me very far. But if I keep always feeling weak, I was putting myself in potential fight. But and you know what? They're absolutely right. So,
Child, I'm trying to prove myself with people. I am that I am, and that's all you need to know. With that being said, I'm so glad that you're here. What's in the name, Lady Q? What's in the name, Lady Q? What's in the name, Lady Q? Lady Q. Yes, I am Lady Q.